You've been through so much. What does this mean to you?
Oh, it's huge. You know, I mean, the way the game started and the way this team just continued to fight, it's been that way all year. We've come from behind, just kind of stay together. Nobody really blinks at it. It's a special group, you know, and this is the ultimate team sport, you know, and when you can come out on the other end and have a win like that, forget what all we've been through just in this year to be able to do that. It makes it special. So enjoy it, but I mean, we're also playing for a lot more. So we got to get regrouped and get ready for a good Green Bay team.
Speaking of special, the 4th and 6 route that you ran,
yeah,
you gave him a little shake to the outside.
Yeah, it was just Tony and I have done that for a long time. You know, it's a little option route. He checked it to it at the line. You know, gutsy call by Coach Garrett. I mean, he's been with us through it a lot. You know, and for him to have confidence to be able to go for it, and then know that for Tony to get to that look and know that I was going to win and turn inside. Just a big play. I mean, you live for these moments, and our careers have, you know, I mean, the last 7, 8 years together, Tony and I mean, we fought, we've been through everything together, and be able to complete that pass and convert there. I mean, that was big for our team.
He wasn't going anywhere else. Is it hard to keep your feet underneath you and, you know, pace yourself and run the right route?
Well, I mean, it's, you know, you're excited, you're anxious, you've done it a million times, and that's a route that I ran a lot in my career, and we've connected on. You know, got kind of undercut it trying to play out, and so we hooked it back in. I felt him, and so just for Tony to stick with it, and really for people to have the confidence, for Scott to call that play, and you know, for us to go for it. I mean, that's just kind of how our team's been all year. I mean, we have playmakers across the field. I mean, Beasley, Dez, Terrence, of course, our running game, and DeMarco and those backs, and so Tony just fights, and Scott comes with a chip on his shoulder, and it's a close group that plays hard. And you know, it wasn't perfect. There's a lot of areas we can improve on, but big for us to come up in the clutch like that.
Adjustments at halftime. Anything specifically talked about? I mean, you guys had to be reeling somewhere at halftime.
Yeah, I mean, offensively we were. I mean, I think we had the one big play to Terrence there that kind of got us going, but we really, I mean, they were bringing pressure. They were good defense. I mean, their D-line is big, physical, they play up front. They brought some pressure on us from the backer level, and so we just stuck together. I think our coaching staff did a good job making adjustments, and Tony stayed aggressive, and we were able to get a running game going a little bit there, and so some hard yards, as Coach Garrett always says, dirty runs, and thought he was able to keep the chains moving until he made some plays.
What changed, Whit? Because you guys were able to handle the pressure much better in the second half. What changed?
Yeah, we just adjusted to it. You know, I mean, I felt we did a good job of, we blocked it up some. We got the ball out quick at times. We were able to get our running game going a little bit there with some big runs, get on the edge, on the perimeter, and then we were able to just convert on some of those plays underneath. So it's just what our offense does. I mean, I think coaching staff, Scott, he really kind of brings that mentality of just kind of stay with it, you know, and we always talk about be who you are, and well, then in the second half we did a good job of just kind of staying in the moment and then converting. And I've said this all year, I mean, you ask what's the difference in the past and this is just making those plays, that executing at crunch time. I thought we did a good job. I thought Tony did a huge job just kind of staying composed and staying in there making some big time throws.
Coach Garrett called you the most reliable player he's ever been around. Is that your #1 goal? And 2, how does that make you feel?
Well, it makes you feel special. I mean, I've always had really high expectations for myself when I came in the league, that I wanted to be a really good player. But I think the older you get, it's for moments like this, you know, is that you put all that work in hoping that you can come out on the other side and compete for a championship. And so, you know, hell or high water, I was going to find a way to get open on that option route. And so, but it's tough. I mean, they're good defenders, and you got to be able to stay with it. They play man coverage good, and just means a lot that they have confidence in me to call it, and then for us to go execute it. So we'll enjoy it. But again, I mean, that's what I'm supposed to do: be reliable, keep the chains moving. That's kind of the job of the tight end. So we got big time players on the outside like Dez that draw that coverage, allows you to be able to make those plays.
Jason, how good did you feel for DeMarcus Lawrence after you see
he
loses the ball, but then the redemption to be able to get it back? You know he wanted to hang on.
Yeah, I mean, he's unbelievable play by him. I mean, he's so talented, and you know he plays hard. That whole defense. I mean, Coach Rod, I mean, he brings a mentality about it, and they talk about scooping and scoring every single day. That's the drill they do. So the irony of him making the play at the end, I mean, I think when it happened, everybody's just like, oh gosh, but the way it ended and he came up with that ball, I mean, it's just huge. I mean, he's a rookie. and that means a lot when you see guys like that step up the way he did. I thought Terrence has done an unbelievable job all year, just sticking with it. I mean, he's made some huge plays when opportunities are presented. I thought Terrence, that play he made where he just took it inside on that in cut and just went to the house. I mean, shows what he can do with the ball. And I think Beasley the last 7-8 weeks, how clutch he is, and so he's a tough son of a gun. I mean, to be able to play inside there, and people talk about his size, and he's got unbelievable quickness. He's smart, but he's tough, and he fights his tail off. So just dependable. He's a really good player. So both of them, I mean, I think they were rolling to Dez a lot. I thought Dez did a great job kind of staying composed, knowing that was kind of the game. But guys like that have to step up, and Terrence and Beasley are both young players, but they got a chip on their shoulder, and really why we had an opportunity to win is because of the way they made those plays.
Before your fourth down conversion, after the play was for that, you're yelling and screaming. I couldn't tell if it was at the refs or the sideline. What's going on there?
Yeah, well, I was just they were playing that coverage. Well, probably yelling at the ref too, but they were playing that coverage. We were trying to just attack it, and so after that second down, it's big. We had a couple big plays there where Beasley got hit. We got the penalty. So the way they were covering it, I thought we could get them on some of those routes. So, did a good job just kind of staying with it. I mean, everybody's jacked up in those moments.
So before fourth down, you're screaming, "Let's go for it."
Well, no, I didn't. I think it was after second down. I was kind of yelling. I was actually wanting a pair of gloves.
There's a lot of yelling.
Yeah.
You're also yelling right before that fourth down.
I think it was yelling for some gloves. I didn't know if Coach Garrett was going to go for it or not. And really gets a call there. So. Believe it or not, I really am talking about the play as much as just really wanting to have the opportunity to make a play there, and we were able to convert there.
You looking for gloves, you said?
Yeah, mine were soaking wet.
Beasley's hair may have been a little bit, kept his head on his shoulders on that big hit, and you could see he stayed down for a second, but he realized if he stayed down much longer, he's going out, then he gets protocol, then he might not play anymore, and he bounced back up and went to the huddle.
I tell you, man, I mean, he's a special player. I mean, it's hard to do what he does. When you play a slot receiver, and you win and like he does, that's not easy, and he makes it look really easy. He's big time reliable. He's got unbelievable quickness. He's smart. He sees coverages. I think Tony's got a lot of trust in him, confidence in him, and just big time play. He got hit hard, and for him to pop up, I think it shows kind of mental toughness and approach he has to the game. I mean, I can't say enough good things about him.
Confidence goes a long way, even in this league. Is there any doubt in this locker room that you guys can go to Green Bay and win?
Oh, I mean, there's no question we're a confident team. I mean, they got the bye. They're a really good team. I think we all know that. I mean, they've got a lot of guys that have played at a high level for a long time, not only on offense but on defense as well. So, we'll enjoy it. We'll get back to it. Best thing we do is just kind of stay in the moment. We grind and stay together. So, we'll really embrace this challenge.
Thanks, Jason.
All right, guys.
Thanks, Jason.
Yeah, thanks.